This man in Peru just released the clearest footage of the entity that landed in Peru. For as long as anyone can remember, humans have been dwelling on the idea of some other beings existing outside our planet. In fact, many believe that these beings are far more technologically advanced than we are. Recently, someone in Peru just released this mind-blowing image of what's supposed to be some kind of alien species that's been disturbing residents in the area. We're still waiting for confirmation from the authorities, but the outcry from those dwelling there is on the rise. The humanoid seen in this image is said to be accompanied by some kind of strange bright orb that makes it a lot more difficult to get an image of the said creature. But, according to descriptions from people who claim to have seen this, they said the creature has a big head and the mention of a lighted orb seems constant. Even hunters in the area said that they'd tried to shoot at this creature, but all efforts seemed futile as they seemed to be clad in armor of some sort that prevented the bullets from harming them. They're presented as being evasive and fast, making it a lot more difficult for anything to be done about these creatures. The problem with such claims, as already mentioned, is the lack of verifiable evidence. This doesn't mean that such claims should be swept under the carpet by the authorities. The reason is that if these creatures are as advanced as we project, then they might have developed some very efficient evasive techniques that will make it difficult for anyone to get anything that'll implicate them if they want to stay hidden. This might be the explanation for the questionable images and videos that have led to claims of sightings being dismissed as hoaxes and false alarms. But recently, the claim of alien sightings has begun to gain some traction given the recent hearing by U.S. Congress on the matter. Some government officials and former government officials are coming forward to support these claims, though still with no evidence. But when you really think about it, since these individuals are alleging a cover-up, getting evidence might be next to impossible considering how guarded these secrets are. The disturbing thing about the testimonies brought before Congress is the personality of the two individuals who came before Congress. They're in position to actually know what they're saying, and we don't exactly expect the government to come forward and agree that these people are right if they really want to keep things secret. The two former government officials who testified before Congress about aliens in 2023 were David Grush, who was a former Air Force intelligence officer. He claimed that the U.S. government has a long-standing program to retrieve and reverse engineer unidentified flying objects for the purpose of exploiting the technology. The other reason was Ryan Graves, a former U.S. Navy pilot who said that he saw UFOs regularly while flying over the Pacific Ocean. And the Pentagon has come forward to debunk these claims, stating that they were false. But the surprising thing is that the Pentagon is said to have documented several cases of UFO sightings. Anyone would ask, why would such an agency waste its time on issues that it says don't exist? Grush testified before the House Oversight Subcommittee on National Security, International Development, and Monetary Affairs on July 26, 2023. He said that he was informed of the government's UFO program in 2019 and that he has seen evidence of alien craft and non-human biologics. Grush also said that he had faced retaliation for his revelations. Also, Graves testified before the same subcommittee on the same day. He said that he saw UFOs on 12 occasions while flying over the Pacific Ocean between 2014 and 2017. He described the UFOs as being silent, maneuverable, and capable of moving at high speeds. The testimony of Grush and Graves is the latest in a series of events that have raised public interest in the possibility of extraterrestrial life. In 2021, the Pentagon released 3 videos of UFOs that had been filmed by U.S. Navy pilots. The Pentagon has also acknowledged the existence of a UFO task force, which is investigating reports of unidentified aerial phenomena. So it's kind of weird that they claim these testimonies are fake. The testimony of Grush and Graves is significant because it comes from former government officials who arguably have first-hand knowledge of the U.S. government's UFO program. Their testimony suggests that the government is taking the issue of UFOs more seriously than it has in the past. However, it's important to note that neither Grush nor Graves provided any concrete evidence to support their claims. The possibility of extraterrestrial life is fascinating, but that might also remain controversial for a really, really long time. The testimony of Grush and Graves has added to the debate, but it's ultimately up to each individual to decide what they believe, or else the authorities come forward to back some of these claims. The Peru incident this August has to be the most recent claim that we have. There have been multiple reports of alien sightings in Peru in August 2023. The most notable incident occurred in the rural district of Alto Nane, where members of the Iquitu indigenous people claim to have been attacked by 7-foot-tall, armored aliens that resembled the Predator from the science fiction film series. The villagers said that the creatures attempted to kidnap a 15-year-old girl and that hunters who tried to shoot them found their bullets were ineffective. The Peruvian government hasn't released any official statement on the alien sightings, but some officials have dismissed them as hoaxes or the result of superstition. However, the reports have generated widespread interest in Peru and around the world. Authorities have sent officers to the region to investigate further into these reports, and the news coming out has it that the events might have been the activities of some illegal miners with state-of-the-art equipment. There has been no confirmation in this regard, and we hope that things will be made clear soon enough. Chances are that there are several explanations for the alien sightings. One possibility is that they're genuine and that the aliens have indeed visited Peru. Another possibility is that the sightings are the result of mass hysteria or paranoia, a phenomena in which people see familiar patterns in random objects, which is most unlikely in this case, considering the number of reports and encounters already recorded, enough to even make the government look into it. It's also possible that the sightings are hoaxes, either perpetrated by individuals or by groups with a political or financial agenda. The August 2023 incident in Peru isn't isolated. In the past, some other reports have surfaced about some kind of alien sighting in the area. In 2017, a group of tourists in the Nazca Desert claimed to have seen a flying saucer. The tourists said that the object was about the size of a car and was silent as it flew overhead. So far, the government hasn't investigated this report. Also, in 2019, a man in Lima claimed to have been abducted by aliens. The man said that he was driving home from work when he was suddenly surrounded by bright lights. He said that he lost consciousness and woke up in a strange room. The man's story was widely reported in the media, but just like other events, the government didn't comment on it. The government's silence on the alien matter has led to speculation that the government is covering up something. However, there's no evidence to support this claim. It's more likely that the government simply doesn't believe that the reports of alien sightings are credible. The Peruvian government isn't alone in this. The government of Peru isn't the only government that's not made any official statements on the alien matter. Many governments around the world have taken a similar approach. This is likely because there is no scientific evidence to support the existence of aliens. However, the lack of official statements might not mean that the government isn't interested in the possibility of alien life. The government may be conducting secret investigations into the matter. Only time will tell what the government of Peru knows about the alien matter. Ultimately, the truth about the sightings in Peru remains unknown. However, the reports have captured the imagination of people around the world, and they continue to be a source of speculation and debate. The alien sightings in Peru have been met with a mixture of skepticism and excitement. Some people believe that the sightings are genuine, while others believe that they're hoaxes or the product of superstition. Only time will tell what the truth is about these mysterious events. Do air your thoughts on this in the comments section below, and we'll see you in the next one.